Hi there, I'm Jack Van Ryn, Mayor of the Town of Coaldale. I will be giving you a council brief from our regular council meeting that was held on Monday, September 12th, 2022. And the first item of business that we discussed was regarding the Civic Square project that's on Main Street. And that was regarding some change orders that needed to be updated. And the first one that council spoke on and approved at our meeting was the sidewalk on the north side of the building. That also includes 4 flag poles and some planters and all the concrete work associated with that. So that particular line item came in at $101,896, and that was approved at last night's council meeting. Another item that we discussed was the council chamber sliding doors. So in the new council chambers, we have kind of a unique entrance to that room, and it's kind of rounded, and we need special doors for that. So we decided to approve $15,000 to put in all the structural upgrades in the new building that will allow the doors to be put in at a future date. So that was also passed last night to budget $15,000 for the upgrades that I just mentioned. And then we tabled an item that we're also going to be doing at some point on the exterior of the building. And we're going to be putting in lighting that is similar to the city of Lethbridge. So for different events, we can colorize the front of the building, whether it be Christmas or in honor of what's going on with the conflict in Ukraine. And so with that being said, we need to add some light fixtures on the exterior of the building. So for now, we approved putting in the rough-in electrical for that, and that was $11,800. And then in a future date, we can look at adding the actual light fixtures. That will come in at approximately $42,000. So the rough-in electrical was approved at a previous council meeting. And then other than that, we just had some updates regarding the project from our CAO, Kaylin Hastings. Then we had a delegation from Canadier Association, and that organization has to do with the Low German Mennonite community in Coaldale, and that also includes the John Davidson School. So we had their board chair, Dan Dirksen, come and present at council, and he gave us an update on what's going on regarding their association. And they have approximately 160 students at John Davidson, and their request was that we have a member of council attend their board meetings. So we had Councillor Bill Chapin put his name forward to be our council representative for the Canadier Association, and then the alternate will be Councillor Lisa Reese. Then we had another delegation from Fortis, Alberta, and that was regarding our franchise renewal with Fortis. And back in March of 2013, the Alberta Utilities Commission approved the franchise agreement between the town of Coaldale and Fortis, Alberta. So the initial term was 10 years. And so now we're going to renew for another 10 years. And we have to give 1 year's notice for that to move forward. So last night that was approved. And the new term will be starting July 1st, 2023, and will go until June 30th, 2028, and that'll be for a period of 5 years. Then we had under bylaws and policy, we had for council travel and subsistence discussion, and that revolves around when members of council or staff go out of town for various meetings, conventions, and as far as getting paid for mileage and such and accommodations. So that was updated. The this policy dates all the way back to 1991. So there was even some verbiage in there that back in 1991 they were given $5 a night for long distance phone calls and $10 a day for data and roaming. So it was time to get that updated. We also updated the mileage. So now we're going to be following the Canada Revenue Agency standard. And we also updated the meal allowance for when we were away on town business from $43 per day to $60 per day. And that was approved at our meeting. Then the next item that we discussed was under bylaws and policies again, and this one was to do with town council remuneration. So in other words, the pay that members of council receive for their time as part of their 4-year term. So that was updated, and we had a outside company come in and review the entire policy, and town council took the information that was provided, and based on that, council approved a remuneration update. So we are at the 65% percentile. So in other words, there is members of council in other communities in Alberta that are 35% above town of Coledale, and there's 65% of municipalities in Alberta that are below the town of Coledale. So that was approved last at our meeting, and I'll have the link in the comments section so that you can review the entire agenda package. And all you have to do is click on the blue links and it'll take you to the corresponding staff reports. Then we had a land use rezoning bylaw that was presented by our Director of Growth and Investment, Cameron Mills. And that was regarding an area where the Birds of Prey is currently located. And they are in the process of trying to get approvals for a new facility they want to put close to the center. That's going to be referred to as the Owl's Nest Environmental Learning Center. So as part of this learning center, there'll be opportunity for people to come in from out of town to take courses. I'm not sure what they're all going to be about. In speaking with the manager, Colin Weir, there'll be some photography courses, there'll be some wetland courses. And for people that are coming from out of town, there'll be accommodations that they'll be able to spend the night at the center. So currently that area is not zoned for that. So council passed first reading to rezone it to what's referred to as direct control. So council has to approve any projects that are going in that certain area. So with the passing of first reading, we will be having a public hearing at our next council meeting on September 26th, and that'll be advertised on social media and also in the newspaper. And all the residents that live close by will get notification. And as part of that public hearing, people are welcome to attend, speaking for or against the rezoning of that piece of property. So again, first reading was passed for that. Then we had our planning and development Q3 report, and again, that was completed by or done by our Director of Growth and Investment, Cameron Mills. That shows that the town of Coledale is doing very well in development. On the housing side, we had 7 builds from January to June 2022, and it also discusses the amount of permits that were issued, and there is a total of 68 for that period, again from January to June, with a total value of $6,557,843. So again, $6,557,843. So Coaldale is doing very well in the development sector as well. Then for information items, we had SAWA, which stands for Southern Alberta Energy from Waste Association. We had some correspondence with some updates. And then we also received the agenda for Alberta Municipalities Conference that's taking place next week in Calgary from September 21st to 23rd. And we decided that all the council would be going to that. And we also have several meetings set up with ministers and also with K Division RCMP, where we can discuss once again our ongoing concerns regarding the 70-30 costing split for RCMP coverage for the town of Coaldale. So in other words, we pay 70% of the policing and the federal government pays 30%. That's how it should be, but we're paying 100% currently, and we're still dealing with the federal government on getting that decision reversed. We also have a meeting with the Alberta Health Minister on September 23rd to discuss our ambulance service, where Coaldale hopes to take back their service from Alberta Health Services. So other than that, that was everything discussed at our meeting, and I'll have the link again posted in the comment section where you can review everything for yourself that was discussed. And please do me a favor, it's important to get the word out. I would appreciate it if you could like, comment, share this recap of our council meeting. And if you see me on the street, please stop me and have a discussion. And if you have any questions, I look forward to having a discussion with you. So again, thank you and have a great week. Take care.